dream hanging on the edge. You know, we don't often talk about this anymore, but that right there was one of the pioneer things that drew many people to this nation, the United States of America. The dream of one day, picking one's foot up, one up from his bootstraps, making something of himself, sending his kids to college, and really changing the whole lifestyle of the person so they can become what we call the ideal American, one that can be a good citizen in the nation, one that we don't like to talk about, that can be a good taxpayer. So again, I have Ludin Pierre a Haitian businessman that had a great deal of difficulty dealing with what we call Home Depot warehouse. Most of us are not familiar with Home Depot distributor. We'd be familiar with Home Depot, the store itself. But what I've learned from Mr. Pierre, that most of the supplies come from first, it's shipped to a warehouse, then distributed to each individual store. Mr. Pierre, would you kindly tell us your story?
Oh, okay. Actually, my company was destroyed by Home Depot, divided in three. Home Depot keep part of the company, giving the other two parts to two other white-owned companies still working for Home Depot after they get rid of me. As a matter of fact, three white-owned companies still working for Home Depot with contract. Home Depot had refused to give us a contract because we are black Haitians. As a matter of fact, one of the managers at Home Depot who liked us told us one day, "You better change your front color." What does that mean in America? Changing my front color
Change
to
the
work
color of your skin
for a company like Home Depot, when actually they claim that they have what we call supplier diversity.
Yes.
They would work with anybody, and also we supply work
for the public. This is Town Talk, a public show. For the public, can you tell us, probably in about 2 minutes if you can, short if possible, what kind of business Home Depot destroyed of yours?
Okay, we had the staffing agency. We supplied workforce. Today, a workforce get destroyed, a company get destroyed, and our workforce is still working inside of Home Depot for the benefits of Home Depot under different management. In other words, Home Depot, like you said, more power to you, Home Depot. You just walk in and take it away because I'm a black man, not having the financial ability to fight such a large company in court.
And what was your company? What did they do?
We supply workforce to companies. We kind of help companies as minority companies. You know, small businesses create a lot of jobs for the American.
Yes.
So therefore, it was a way for us to create jobs for all type of minorities. You know, black, white, Spanish. You know.
So in your agency, you did have Spanish and white.
Yes, we have black, white, Spanish, you know, because especially after we learned also that we had to change our front color, we had a lot of white people work for us because our goal was to see how can we generate job for the people in our in our surrounding area, in our community.
Right,
you know.
Sure. All right, after Home Depot warehouse destroyed your company, from your own words, who did you seek help in? Who was there for you?
Actually, when I told Home Depot, I cannot fight you, I'm going public.
Yes.
So therefore, I went for a sanctuary to Rev Al-Sharpton. You know, not only is a pastor, being an activist, and having received a letter from Home Depot stating, "Oh, no, about it, we support all civil rights leaders." So okay, I say, let me go to Rev Al-Sharpton because I know he's a powerful man. If he really work with me, that would help me solve the situation.
And what happened there?
And then I went to Rev Al-Sharpton for 6 months. Every Saturday I would go to him. I never received help for Al-Sharpton. As a matter of fact,
did you ever sit down and talk with Rev Al-Sharpton?
During the 6 months, Mr. Al-Sharpton, Rev Al-Sharpton didn't talk to us. We finally rallied in front of his door because there was an article in Ebony by one of the activists that came out and said that black leaders, black leadership is dead. When we heard that, we say maybe it's true. So therefore, out of frustration, we went in front of his door for 2 times and rallied. And then that only time he brought us inside to speak to us.
So you went to Al-Sharpton for 6 months to the House of Justice, National Action Network.
Yes.
And you never talked to anyone about your situation, or were you just one in the crowd?
Oh, we talked to his lawyer. We talked to many of his leaders in there. But
was there ever any paperwork done?
Actually, we sent a lot of papers to them. They knew about the story. They knew every facet of it. As a matter of fact, the lawyer told us, "I would help you if the Reverend give us permission. We can solve that situation, that problem with Home Depot."
So why do you think the Reverend didn't give the permission, Reverend Al-Sharpton?
I think when we find out because of the support that the National Action Network, they're not ashamed of saying that they receive support, financial support from Home Depot, which is, there's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
Because we need those civil rights organizations to be able to pay the bills, to keep going. But actually it's what we do after we receive money from them, which is important, because when you fail to help a minority business, a minority vendor, when you fail to help someone who needs help as a black, at the same time you destroy also the movement. You make the movement become weaker.
Some would say this right here. After not getting the support that you believe that you deserve from Al-Sharpton, why didn't you reach out to the NAACP?
I reached out also to NAACP, but unfortunately the person who could have helped me, who was trying to help me, she's sick. And then we turned around and went to POP, People Organization for Progress.
Sure.
And then People Organization for Progress really embraced the movement. They understand that what Home Depot did to us was really wrong.
Sure.
Actually, right now they're trying to help us. We are working with them to see if we can put this behind us.
And what would you like to see the outcome of this here?
We need Home Depot. We need justice to be done. We need Home Depot to stop acting by destroying small businesses, because we are in the same boat. One thing you understand, people might think that I hate Home Depot. No, it's not that I hate Home Depot. It's just like, we are in the same boat together. By Home Depot supporting small businesses, the economy becomes stronger at the time that we're talking about jobs and jobs.
So if Home Depot called you tomorrow and say, let's put all things behind, reinstate your company, will it be forgiven?
Actually, Home Depot have to compensate us, because to
compensate for your loss.
For my loss, because we developed a multi-million-dollar business. It took us some time to reach the level where we were. We would appreciate if Home Depot would stand and then face it as a big brother, to work with a small brother to make it happen, because we are America is going down, not just because of what's going on here. It's because companies like that not supporting small business, taking advantage of them, not working with us to grow. This is the reason why, as vendors out there, you have to not, you can't stay silent.
Sure.
You have to let it out.
Yes.
Because by letting it out, by more people become conscious of the way we are being crushed by those major companies, we might change it. And then it will be not just for benefits, also for the benefits of those companies also.
Sure.
Because this is United States of America.
Benefit for the nation should be, I believe, that a title that was coined years ago, America, the multicultural economic giant.
Yes.
And with this right here, you can't be a multicultural economic giant if you're killing someone from a particular culture. And if you profile them, and that's what I see that you're saying, that you've been profiled.
Yes.
Your whole community, and also your native land, Haiti, has been profiled.
Yes. You don't like Haitians. Haitians have nothing We are just human beings who come to America to try to make a living, just like many other countries. America is a melting pot where we have so many people coming from all around the world.
Sure.
We just happen to be, we didn't choose to be Haitians. God wanted us to be Haitian.
Which is nothing,
Nothing wrong with that.
Haitian.
There is nothing wrong
Right.
being Haitians. So therefore we are here to work together to make America progress, to move the country. We're talking about jobs today.
Sure.
Who's going to open those small jobs? We, as small vendors, as small businesses, we create about 80% of the whole job in America.
Sure.
So therefore, we need those big companies to work with us to make it happen in America so we can become stronger financially.
All right. Well, I think that this here is the end of this interview at this moment. Again, I want to meet with you again, Mr. Pierre.
Yes.
And perhaps maybe next time we can meet where there's more Haitian businessmen, maybe at the Haitian, with the Haitian commerce and things of that nature, business commerce, and try to get more people involved. And it would be helpful also if Home Depot would reach out to myself or Mr. Pierre, and also if we can meet some of those people that your company, after working with Home Depot distributor warehouse for 10 years, will come and say a few words in your support of what you've done. And it doesn't have to be just a black Haitian or black American. It can be anyone that worked for your company. All right, then that ties that up right there. Again, I am the American Reverend Zachariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now. Town Talker Public. Good night.